Hey guys, Cindy over paper.old.new. Thanks for stopping by and spending some time with me today. I am working on Tina's Mass Makes. We're doing 100 weeks in 100 days. And for some odd reason, I decided the holidays was the best time to do this. Okay, we are making these little faux envelope flip downs, which I think are awesome little additions to... I did this one with a piece of coffee dyed, like from a notepad. So just to practice. And then I have all these cutoff strips, and I probably have more cutoff strips in a bin somewhere. This is single-sided paper, and as you can see, this is still stark white. Once I have this folded the way I want it, and I get my little envelope, until I put it in a book, I can always fold this down and dye it on the inside, on the other side. So I'm not real worried about this side being white because these don't get anything. And if I really wanted to do something about it right now, I suppose I could line it with coffee dyed paper or something. This one happens to have directional writing, so I'm going to turn it. I think this will work. I'm going to turn it like this, and you're basically going to fold a point in the end. If you have directional paper, turn your strip. See how all my writing is upside down? And fold that bottom part. I'm pretty sure that's how it'll work. We're going to fold it before I glue it to find out. Just so if I'm wrong, I can redo it. Not that I really want to redo it. And then basically what you're going to do is you're going to kind of... She recommended curling it until you get it to where you want it. Because this is scrapbook paper, I'm probably going to be able to get 3 folds out of it instead of only 2. And then you just push it down and fold your flap down. And there you have it, a faux envelope. And nope, that's upside down. The writing's all upside down. So you would want to do it the other way. The folds will probably still be the same. I just need to fold. And if worse comes to worse and I don't want those in there, I can just cut that piece off. There's plenty here. So I want it to be this way. Maybe. Yeah, and then when that folds down, it'll be right side up. That's going to fold down really far, but okay, so. Gonna have to do some refolding, guys. Look at that, already on the first one. Well, it's because I decided to pick directional for my first go. Because I'm smart like that. Kind of like starting a 100-egg challenge in the middle of the holidays. Because, you know, it's the perfect time to do it. Anyway, so now my writing is right side up. And then, I knew I had some around here somewhere. And then you just glue these down. Just so they stay. And I suppose you could keep them up and then they could be part of the fold. Like you could unfold them and write in there too. But this way they don't come unfolded when they're not supposed to. And you've got your little envelope top. Okay, and then you would just fold it down and there you have some journaling space. And you fold the flap down. All right, now I think most of the rest of my papers are non-directional, so it's not going to matter. You might recognize some of these from recent projects because I just went and grabbed stuff that... Now, if you're having trouble making this even, something else I have noticed you can do, if you want them to meet in the middle, they don't have to. You can leave like a little straight edge up there. You don't have to fold them all the way over. You can put a little crease right there and then fold to the crease. They should come out even. I'm not making any promises, but if you get to the middle, if you get the middle pretty good, that should come out even. Okay, so I think what we'll do is we'll fold all of them. So I'm going to put I like mine to come to a point. So I'm going to go ahead and put the crease in there. Okay, so we get that like that. And we get this like this. And we got another one. I'm not sure. I think that's all going to get folded up in either way. Let's put the crease at this end just to see how it turns out. So, in yesterday's video, I told you it was going to be my last one that I was going to film on the Friday. Well, I'm squeezing one more in. I'm actually still on the Friday, and I have not been up to sort gifts, and I know I keep lying to you. Unintentionally. But my son went back upstairs and didn't come right back down to go to bed for work. And I was like, maybe I can squeeze one more in. Because I'm trying to get... I mean, the holidays is going to be the hard part. If I can get through that is all kind of crooked. I don't know what the heck. Maybe I need a whole line to fold to. Is that better? Somewhat? I don't know. Guess we'll find out when we get there. These, as you can see, are coffee dyed on the back, so I do have some coffee dyed strips. Okay, maybe that'll help. So anyway, so he didn't come downstairs when he got home from work. He did come downstairs when he got home from work. That was, and then he went back up, and he hasn't come back down to go to bed. So, gonna see how we do. See if we can get a few of these done. And then I just have to check my list. I think I have one going out tomorrow morning, meaning Saturday morning. I just have to check my list to make sure, because I might not start any editing until tomorrow. I don't know. I have to see how my night goes. Okay. Now we're going to do all the gluing. So by the time you're seeing this one, oh Lord, let me check. Hold on. This should be Christmas Eve. So Merry Christmas Eve, everybody. I suppose you're probably not actually going to watch this on Christmas Eve. Probably people are busy on Christmas Eve doing other things. I don't know. I will probably be wrapping gifts. That's probably how I'll spend my Christmas Eve. So if you do happen to watch this on Christmas Eve, I am either still in bed, depending on how early you're watching it, or I am wrapping gifts. I will say this, though. I may very well turn on, like if I'm sequestered in my room wrapping gifts, I may very well turn on YouTube and watch a few videos. So who knows? Maybe I will watch videos on Christmas Eve. Now, I do spend some time watching my son's videos, or at least giving him the airtime. He's trying so hard to get himself a little... He's a gamer. He has quite a little personality. But, you know. I keep scraping it along the edge of the paper and slicing into my glue stick. Anyway, so he's trying to... Oh, man! Maybe I can fix it in decorating. Who knows? Clean that off. Let's get rid of this because it's leaving glue everywhere. Put that off to the side and start a new sheet. I'm probably going to have to... Yeah, I'm down to the green. I'm going to have to retire this glue stick soon. Luckily, my glue stick order came in. I ordered, by the way, I was asking a while ago in a video whether or not they still made these. They do. I just ordered a 4-pack from Amazon. It was cheaper to order it as a 4-pack than it was to order it as an individual stick. So I suppose that has to do with who was selling the individual sticks versus who was selling the 4-packs, because they weren't the same seller. All those Amazon marketplaces and whatnot. It wasn't the same seller. So I'm always doing price comparing. I mean, these days I feel like you have to, so that you best use your funds the best way you can, getting the best bang for the buck, as they say. Okay, this is the last one to glue. But yeah, I did an Amazon order. I know I haven't done a haul video in forever, but I haven't done any major shopping trips. It's like I'll buy some glue, or I'll buy, and sometimes it's something that I just share with you the first time I use it or whatever. Like if it's a major thing. A little bit of something there. Okay, now, next thing we do, of course, is the folding. So remember, just curl it until you've got it where you want it, and then press it down. And I always leave a little bit of white there because I feel like that means that it's not going to interfere with the fold at all. Okay, and there we have another one. Yay. So roll. The reason I'm getting so many rolls out of these is because it's 12-inch scrapbook paper. I mean, not wanting to fold straight, but it's 12-inch scrapbook paper. Yeah, that's not straight. Or this isn't glued straight. I suppose that's a possibility also. Okay, so then we fold it. Definitely not perfect. Okay, so up, 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 and smush, and fold. Okay, we got some of the curlicues. All right, up, up, up. I actually look forward to Christmas, not so much for, like, I don't know. Maybe it's something I've outgrown as an adult. Oh, that's not gonna. Let's make sure these are all. This one I'm gonna go individually and make sure that they're folded straight because it's not folding straight. I saw it peeking out the side, and then up here, this isn't straight. So it's gonna be a mess. Yeah. That one might have to get us some adjusting. I'm not going to adjust it right now, but it might have to have, which is a shame because the polka dots is my favorite. I love it. Okay, so one. I think I'm actually doing okay with guessing, so I'm just going to go ahead and fold them. She says that she folds it too close. No, I'm kidding. I feel like once you get the idea of how far up you need to go, you could probably start creasing them. I mean, for my money, this isn't something that's necessarily hard to eyeball, but you might want to do it a couple of times before you start eyeballing it, just so you get an idea of how big your folds are. And I think I just folded that one too big. See? After all that, I go and do it wrong. Not wrong, I mean, it's not really There's not a right and wrong necessarily, but there we go. I folded it so it didn't fit. Okay. Now, the next thing we can do is we can decorate them. I mean, they can be decorated. The idea might be that you hang them over a page, you tuck them in a pocket, you clip them to a pocket, you clip them on the side of a page, however you want to use them. I actually want to fix this one because I want to do it. I want this one. I want to decorate this one. So I'm going to be stubborn and we're going to refold it. And it's going to be a mess on the inside, but you can always do that to straighten it up some. Okay, so that gets that taken care of. And then we have this adorable little, and of course I have buttons and all kinds of things like that. But we can also put like little flowers. Oh, that one's blue. I didn't even realize I had any blue ones left. I mean, how cute would that be on there like that, even all by itself? As far as closures go, this isn't really something I would necessarily put a closure on. You may be able to run a belly band thingy around it if you wanted to. But if you use it as a clip-in or you tuck it in a pocket, it's not really going to need a closure. For my money, I don't know that I would give it one. I suppose, like I said, if you're going to put it in your book and glue it down, you could glue, like if you glue this section down and it folds down, you could glue a band under there or something, and then this could slip into it. Does that make sense? I don't know. But for my money, I would prefer not necessarily gluing it down. I want to put something under the, so I would put this here. Oh, look, I have this little guy. It's tied in a knot because it was probably tied around some other lace. I love it when they use trim. I buy lace and they use trim to tie the lace. So I get this little bonus piece of trim. Okay. So if I put this on here like this, then we close it down and we put that there. Is that cute? Actually, I can't decide if I like it there. It's too close to the other flower. What about across the top? That's kind of cute. Okay, I'm going to cut this scraggly bit off on that side. And then we're going to run it across. And we're going to cut this little scraggly bit off. Well, not scraggly bit. I got another little piece there. And I can use that piece. And I'm going to put some hot glue. I don't know. I don't know if this is, you see how tiny it is, right? I don't know if this is hot glue stuff. I feel like we might be better off doing the swirly across the top with the, now granted you have to wait longer for this to dry, but I feel like the hot glue would make a huge mess. A hot mess, actually. Okay. This also gives me wiggle room to kind of even this up with the edge of the envelope, or the faux envelope as the case may be. So that hopefully it looks mostly straight. Okay, now this I can hot glue. I'm trying, the way these came on their little strings, they're attached 2 petals to each. So they sit like a square almost. So just around this outer, come on, you can do it. Just around the outer edge, I'm going to put some glue. I'm hoping that it'll hold the petals from being square. Okay. I don't necessarily know I would put anything else on there. And then you could stick it in a book and it could hang over a pocket or, you know. I've got glue, guys. I've got glue. Okay, there we go. All right, there we go. That's one decorated. What do we got? Wow, this one went quick. Let's see. I don't know if I would put a lot of this kind of stuff on these. I mean, they're kind of small for all this. I feel like it would be better to stay simple. Let me see if I have... All right, I don't make any promises, but I grabbed a few things and we'll just see how it goes. I think I would trim this one up. Like I said, there's not a lot of like... It'll be especially welcome here just because it covers up all that upside down print. And then maybe a piece of something to go under it. I like that on there. I just have to figure out what to put with it. This one, I felt like we could put on one of these. Again, maybe on the back with something under it. I'm burying on this stuff again. Because it's my favorite pastime, don't you know? Maybe a piece of this. This stuff is like hanging out. I think I've got it in like, it pops up all over the place. Need to cut it down a little more. Like right here. And probably thinner. Let's cut it over here. Oh, that's kind of cute. So we'll just see, and these can be really simple decorations because, like I said, you're clipping them in, right? So they don't have to be anything crazy or elaborate. Just put your embellishment on there, and I'm going to go just on the edge of this. I'm not trying to ink it. I just want to get rid of that white edge. Okay. And then we'll glue this down. Like I said, these can be nice and quick and easy. And we all like nice and quick and easy, right? Put that right there. And then you might find something to put on the front. Let's see what's on the back. We'll put a button on there. You know me and buttons, guys. Although I would actually prefer like a little flower of some sort. So I don't know that I would put a button there. I would prefer another little flower. Ooh, I've got pink ones. See what I mean about how they're, the way they're stuck together? And you kind of have to work them back into being a circular flower instead of a square one. I'm going to be sad when I don't have any more of these. They were in some antique something vintage box that I got. Okay, so we got that on the front and that's on the back. So that one's ready to clip in and be a little journaling spot. And it's already coffee dyed in the middle, so you just fold it down and there you go. So yeah, really cute. And I don't know. That one's got a rough edge over there. So then I have these, which I feel like that's kind of pretty there. I'm not like totally sold on it though, which is why you see me hesitating to tear it off and stick it under there. I'm kind of hesitating to stick anything under the flap. I don't know. I like things better on the back of the envelope. Oh, here's one that's got like the pinks and oranges and it's too big. I wonder if I've got more that have like pinks and oranges in them, but they're smaller. This is kind of cute. I don't know. Guys, I might just let you go because we decorated a few and now I feel like it's just kind of me fumbling around in the dark, which I can do for hours. So, I mean, it doesn't really... Sometimes I wonder if it wouldn't be a good idea to put these on a piece of paper first. And that way you could put like lace and stuff behind them. Because as they stand, just as a washi sticker, you can't really put anything behind them. Because like it would look really cute if I could do something like that. Maybe a little number label or something. But I can't do that with a washi sticker. I kind of like that though, so I might just hold on to it. Kind of like the pens. I'm going to hold on to it. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. So these are our little fold down faux envelopes, and that one is decorated here, and this one's just decorated on the front. And I think these are cute. You can tuck them into tucks. You can clip them over pages with a paper clip. You know, you can clip it to something. And yeah, extra added journaling space. So have fun making some of these really quick, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.